Hey there, Chanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly channeled message for May 25th through the 31st, 2026. Let's dive right in today and just see what my spirit guides have to share. Immediately, they're giving me what looks like seagulls flying over our head. And it's like they're, if you've been to the beach and the seagulls come around when you're eating and they're waiting to like grab things, that's the feeling that I've got right now, the vision that they're showing me. The feeling that comes forward is this piece of like waiting and watching. This isn't survival mode. This isn't like hyper awareness. This is more like paying attention. Yeah. As we sit here and pay attention to what is happening, we reflect to understand some of the stories that have been arising over the last few days, the last few weeks, the last few hours. And there has been a lot of turmoil that has been showing up. It's like a snow globe. They're shaking it up and all the snow is flying around and the peaceful winter scene is no longer. We're in the snowy chaos. It is these moments that are in between that allow us to understand and see what it is that we have been navigating. This isn't about the chaos. This isn't about the things that have been coming up. It is about the lessons we have already learned and embodying the things that we've already chosen. Are you going backwards, or are you standing firm in what you want and moving forwards? That is the big question. And it has been pushed at us for the last few weeks, and it's really coming to a head. And it's interesting. It's not like emotions. It's not any of this piece of it, but it's this piece of like timelines, divine timing. That's what they're showing me. There's a reason why now we are dealing with this and why we haven't been over the last few weeks. There's this sense that we've like paid attention to the thing that's coming up, but we haven't dealt with it. But now it's time to deal with it. When we create a little bit of detachment and distance, it is much easier to see what is going on. If the emotions are bubbling and taking over, it is much more complicated. It is very difficult to see through that to understand what it is that you've been experiencing. They're like, don't panic, don't fret, take a deep breath, take a pause, and create a little space. It isn't about taking great action. It is still internal, and it's still about healing work that we are moving through. It isn't about dealing with it on the outside. It's about dealing with it on the inside. The spiritual journey that we have been on is really taking us to a new level over these next few weeks. And it is your choice whether you level up or if you stay status quo. If you stay, know that you are shifting timelines. You are moving into a lower timeline or a lower frequency timeline than what you were aiming for. But the universe is like, don't take that as like we're punishing you and you got to stay here. This is simply an acknowledgement of our choices and whether or not we are ready for the next step and the next thing that is happening. Not everybody needs to move quickly. Some people will move very slowly and others will move faster. It's not a race. It is not who's doing better than someone else. It's simply our own unique pace. But the big part here is that we cannot ignore it. We cannot ignore what is going on. So take the time to take that step back, take that few deep breaths, and actually see things for what they are. When we take our head out of the sand, it becomes so much more obvious that we're standing in the desert or that we're standing in a sandbox. But with our head in the sand, we just know that we are drowning. The big pull this week is getting the bigger picture, being aware, detaching the energy, detaching the emotions so that we can really get clarity on what is going on. And it feels like there's so much going on. I'm so sorry. So much going on. We are spiraling through our belief systems and our stories. Belief systems are huge right now. And it's my jam. It's what I do with people. I take you in. I show you those belief systems. I show you where it's gone wrong and how you've created a false sense of safety and all the trauma responses that you've created around that and how that is running your life. And understanding it so that you can shift it one choice at a time. It is about choices. And over the next few weeks, you're going to have a lot of choices to make. Don't rush them. Don't force them. Be present, be aware, and take a deep breath wherever you need to. They're going to leave it there. Thank you. We are moving into June, July, and August, kind of the summer season. June still has second Friday of the month, and we have Yoga Nidra and Night with Spirit. Night with Spirit is already sold out really fast, but Yoga Nidra is there. So come and get some nervous system regulation, recalibrate, get some energy work, deal with your system. It is definitely a good time with all the things that have been going on. So that's June 12th. You can join me on Zoom or in person at Dundas Yoga and Fitness. For the summer, Yoga Nidra and Night with Spirit are going to move to during the week. It'll be either a Tuesday night or a Thursday night at 7:15 or 7:30, depending on what event it is. Also, Night with Spirit has been selling out really fast lately, so I'm going to bump it to 10 people. And if that's too many, we'll bump it back to 8, but 10 for the summer just to try it. Tickets for that will come out with the June newsletter. So if you want action first, get on the newsletter list because that's who's going to find out first that the tickets are up for sale. So that's for the July and August Night with Spirit, which will be either on a Tuesday night or Thursday night, depending on the month. What else is going on? It's summer. One-on-one sessions. Like I said, I work with people to shift your belief systems, getting into the root cause and really understanding that. A lot of people go, this is my belief systems, but it's really just the trauma response to the root cause. And when you actually get to the root, it makes so much more sense and it makes it so much easier to shift all of these trauma responses because we understand why we've chosen them. So if you were looking to dive a little deeper and ultimately make some permanent and lasting change in your life, book a one-on-one session with me. Link is in the bio. Link is on my website. Come and work with me and let's change things. Move you towards your dreams. All right. Thank you. From my heart and soul to yours. Until the next time. Bye now.